Right, welcome to part 2 of the Garrard service, the Lab Series turntable service. Right, I've cleaned the changer. Needs a final polish and stuff, but I've cleaned it and it looks 100% better than what it did. And look at that, you can see all the writing on there now. Well, some of it's wore off, but not much you can do about that, I'm afraid. So what I'll need to do now is get the switch cleaner and I'll spray it onto the cloth, because I'm using this because I've got no alcohol. So just clean the control arm. And clean that. All the what's that in my cloth? Ooh, it's a big lump of grease, the old knackered grease. Right, so what I'll do now, I'll get the oil and I will put a thin layer of oil around that, and just a little bit on the top of the control arm there. There we are. Now let's, there, how about that, folks? Spot on. Now I will now lubricate. I will now lubricate the cycling mechanism. Well, actually I won't. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do the bearings first. I'll do the ball race. Now the ball race has grease in it. A lot of people think that brown stuff that's in there is actually shit from 40 odd years worth of build up. It's not. It's actually grease. It's supposed to be greased. So what I'll do, I'll put a little bit, only a little bit in each one. You just need to pack each one. Just pack each one with a little bit, which is how it originally was. I'm just using grease, which I managed to scrounge from a friend of mine, because and I will put a bit of oil down there as well, obviously. But this is supposed to have grease in it. These balls are supposed to be greased up. There we go. That's that packed. Put that there for a minute. Now let's get the washer. Just little bit of grease, bit of oil, sorry, just on the top of the washer. There we go. Drop the bearing ball race into place. Now just put a little bit of, make sure we're the right way up, and this, there we go, a little bit of oil on that. Now that's that. Now a little bit of oil on this little bearing here, this little unit here. There we go. Now, and a little bit of grease in the middle of there, and oops, oh, there we go. Now I'll just put a bit more grease in here. That'll do it, don't too much. Right. A little bit of oil on top of that. There we go. Just wipe the top of the thing, top of the cycle cam shaft. Put the circlip back on the cycle gear rather. There we go. Now I'm changing the idler because the idler's a bit crappy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to test fit the turntable. I'm going to just a bit of oil on either side. And just a bit on that brass bush there, brass bearing. There we go. Oh, hang on, I've got water still running off this from when I washed it. I thought it had dried. Yeah, look at that, folks. Look how clean that's come up. I mean, let's just plop this onto place. Well, it's just there we go, a bit of oil there, and that'll work its way in. I'll just take the excess off with the cloth. I'm not putting the clipper out on yet because I've got other things to do. But what we'll do, we'll try the automatic. So we'll go for. So we'll start with on. That's right. That needs lubricating. That needs lubricating. That's supposed to come all the way back. That needs lubricating. Now what we'll do, we'll go for 12-inch. Which that isn't 12-inch. That's, it should be. And it's not auto sizing. Oh, hang on. There. Yeah. That's off. And that goes right across to the middle because it's in the off position. So, put that on. And it still goes right across. Why is it doing that all of a sudden? Might be because yeah, if it's not L center. Oh, it's done it again. Right, so that's 45, and it switched off. Right. Right, let's take this turntable platter back off and we can proceed with the rest of the lubrication. And right, I'll lubricate the idler before I put the idler back on. Now, let's turn it upside down. Why is that going all the way back? I shouldn't move that far back. I shouldn't move there. That might be a bit crushed. Can't see it though. That's supposed to stay. That's supposed to stay there. That's not supposed to move back. Right, but I just can't see. Oh, it's got to do with this thing here. I don't understand that. That. I actually think it's this here. So if I push that there, let's just try that. I think it's got something to do with that. So just try that. And oh, this is working nice and smooth. Nice. And push that down. Yeah. Yeah, it's that thing that needs a washer. If you can get one on. Yeah. Yeah, it's that there. Well, I've just found a simple way of testing it. It's simple. Lift the arm up with the mechanic, with the cycling gear. There we go. Then that should be 10 inch. No, it's not. That's 12 inch. Right, so right, that's 10 inch. So this should be 7 inch. Yep, that's 7. Then that should be 10. Yep. And then that should be 12. There we go. Got it. Right, so that'll get a proper test once it's all put together. I don't understand this malarkey with this, though. It's not supposed to do that. I think somebody's forced it at some time under there. It's not really I can do. But it does work normally. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Ah! The pin's loose. The pin's loose. That's what it is. Well, strip me naked and call me fatty. The pin's loose. There. The fucking pin's loose. Hey, look, it's no problem now. Oh, hang on, the arm's clipped down. That still jumps to 10. So if I move that to the, now if I do that, it goes to 12. Right, so yeah, that's I'm happy, that's right. So that's right. So it's obviously moved too far back, so in its correct position. Yeah, and in its correct position, and that's off. Right. So basically, what I need to do here, folks, I need to pull the pin out of the control arm, put a blob of super glue in there, and then put the pin back in. But that's all that's wrong with that. It's just because that's, as you see, it's nice and tight now. That's like it should be. Now let's service the centre spindle wherever I've put it. We don't. Oh, I'll put it in here, haven't I? Put all the bits in here. Now let's get some. Switch cleaner. There we go, lovely. Let's give that whole bar a clean. Because I'll drop a bead of oil in there as well. That's right. And that's right, that's all nice and as free as it should be. Now what I'm going to do now, folks, I'm going to put a little bead of oil in here. Just in there.
Hi Andy.
Hi Mike. I'm just in the middle of shooting a video, I'll be with you in a minute.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because I'm doing a video on this, so you come in if you want. Yeah, I'm just doing a video on this Garrard.
Right.
Servicing the auto changer.
Right.
So what we need to do now is pop that back in. Tell you what,
The Labour Party there.
I think the clipper. I think the clip. Let's put the clip on them. Let's put the turntable on.
Right.
Now look how clean that's come.
Oh it has, hasn't it?
Yeah, can you get through, Mike?
Yeah.
Down scraps.
Yeah.
You'll have to shift that thing off your seat.
Right.
Put it on the.
Over there. Right?
Yeah, put it over there. I'll put the kettle on in a minute, make us a brew.
Right.
Yeah. Basically, what I've done.
Yeah.
You should have seen the state of this. Yeah, it looked like it'd been stuck in someone's ass.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was minging.
Was
You
it?
see the line and all this here?
Oh yeah.
You couldn't see any of that, and that was brown.
Bloody hell. There must have been real smokers with it.
Oh, fucking hell, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the turntable on.
Right.
And I'm going to
Heavy
put.
turntable.
Yeah, oh, proper quality.
Yeah,
That. I'm going to put the clip on. The reason why
Yeah.
is because the clip holds the centre spindle in place.
Right.
There we go. You wouldn't think it, but it's supposed to.
Yeah, yeah.
Think
Has it clipped in, has it? Clicked. Yeah, it is.
There we
isn't
go.
it? Yeah, yeah.
Right, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to just grab a couple of records.
Yeah.
I should have some.
And just run it.
Yeah, I just want to let it drop.
Right.
Couple
Before you
of,
put it in there, like.
yeah. Well, what I'm doing, I'm taking the one that's in there is an auto slim.
Right.
Two records will do.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, what we'll do now, we'll actually test the auto changer with just 2 records on it.
Yeah.
And what we'll do, we'll
He says, my lips come down. He's come a day early, this bloke.
that's that
What's
one.
all that shit under there?
What shit?
Oh no, it's it's the leads.
Oh, it's the toenail
Yeah,
leads.
yeah.
And that one there.
Yeah.
Looking at where that cartridge carrier drops,
Yeah.
cartridge clips drop, I don't think I need to adjust that.
No, it's spot on, isn't it?
It looks it, yeah.
It does, doesn't it? It's a
Straight across.
The needle's in the middle. Should be.
Well, it actually is slightly off.
Is
Oh
it?
no, it's not. The arm's just gone back.
Right.
So it works all out on the 7 inch.
Yeah.
So if it works all right on the 7-inch, it'll work all right on the other two.
That's right.
As far as I'm concerned.
That's right.
Right, I'll turn the camera off in a minute so we can have a chat. Yeah, because we don't want everybody knowing. We don't want everybody knowing about the naked women we've got in the bedroom, do we? You know, we don't want everybody knowing. We don't want to be telling everybody on YouTube that we've got 4 naked birds in the bedroom. Yeah, and we should be so lucky. Anyway, what the other thing I've got to do here, I've just been explaining.
I've just got my camera out, you know.
Yeah, hey, do you see this? Do you know what this is?
What is it?
Oh, this is like
a
gold.
little oil.
It's like gold, that, you know. Do you know what that is?
It is, yeah.
Do you know what that is? That's actually Garrard oil.
Is it?
Yeah, believe it or not.
Yeah,
from 1974.
Yeah. Wow.
Garrard oil. I got it with a new old stock Garrard deck I bought.
Wow.
And
wow.
So
like you say, it's like gold, isn't it?
Yeah, oh aye, it's proper stuff.
Yeah.
And it's still good after all these years.
Yeah.
So what I've done, I've given this a good clean.
Yeah.
And that's lovely, that. That circlip isn't in the right place, it's supposed to be in the middle. I think it's supposed to be there. But I think it's a bit, because the clip,
yeah.
I think that clip's a bit stretched. Because that clip is supposed to hold the spindle in.
Yeah.
If I get my little
squeeze.
If I get my little trimmer there.
Yeah. It's got it on one side, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think it might be the wrong way around the clip, you know.
Yeah.
Well, let's not use that in case I snap it.
No.
But the clip could be the wrong way around. But I doubt it, but it could. It might go in that way. No.
No.
No. What it is, the clip. It's got to come off again anyway.
Yeah.
Might even be the wrong frigging clip. But it does.
Strained, does it, do you think?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Yeah, yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
So what you do there,
Yeah.
you get your wire cutters, crimp it.
Yeah.
See, the reason why I say you get your wire cutters is because I can't find the pliers.
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Well, that's torn it.
Yeah, that's torn it.
It's down here somewhere.
It is. It's either gone in there.
It hasn't gone in there. I'd have heard it drop.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
move scraps. Man always at mine.
Yeah.
Out. Don't get stuck on the bottom of your feet.
No.
It's down there somewhere. Yeah. Let down here, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mind that way a minute. You're gonna have to go out that way.
Right.
Otherwise, I won't be able to get on the floor to look.
No.
Oh, look at that! I didn't even finish my cup of tea.
Oh.
Oh God, that's horrible. It's gone cold.
Is it?
Go out! Out! Move! I've got to get that back. Oh! Now what it'll have done?
You didn't cut it, did it?
No, didn't cut. No, I didn't
It's
cut
spring
it.
steel, aren't they?
Yeah, no, I didn't cut it. Just it bounced out and just flew out.
Yeah.
No, I didn't cut it. Definitely not. I didn't apply enough pressure to cut it.
No. It just twanged, didn't it?
Yeah. I don't think it went in this drawer. I'll have a look though.
I saw it drop.
There it is.
Yeah.
It did go in the drawer.
Yeah. I didn't hear it land on.
No, it landed on a piece of paper, that's why. Right.
Yeah, performance and everything happens like that, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, you know, I'm glad people didn't see me scrabbling around my floor. Anyway, basically it's... Oh, pardon me.
Oh.
So what I'll do...
You shut it up with that. Yeah.
Let's try that.
That looks more like right size circlip, doesn't it?
Yeah. See, they are spring steel.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to...
But they've got to be sufficient to spring, but not to crack. And sufficient to sufficient light to spring back to their original shape, haven't they?
Yeah. See, and you... Still doesn't hold it.
Ah. There's a groove for it as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
Ah.
So if I hold that with that...
Has it got the deck? Has it got the
See,
deck, has it?
See, eh?
Is the deck locked in?
Oh no.
No.
Shouldn't need it though.
No.
See, because that's got to hold that.
Yeah.
Let me just get that under there.
Yeah.
See, like that.
Yeah. It won't shut in a bit more, does it?
Yeah.
Have you not got too long nose pliers like? You can do it on the deck.
No, you got to do it off. Because you need it smaller.
Yeah.
You need it. So what I'll do, I'll pull that out.
Yeah.
And it'll be easier.
Yeah.
And what I'll do, I'll close that. There we go. That's as closed can get.
Yeah.
Right. See, that can go in either that way or that way, but it shouldn't make any difference.
No, it shouldn't. No.
So generally you're supposed to put it in the groove there like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they give you a little hole there.
Yeah.
And that's what that's for.
To manipulate it over the shaft line.
And that,
Yeah. That should hold the deck in, and also the
now this turntable don't come off.
in. Yeah.
Now that's in nice and that's actually nice and tight now.
Yeah.
So now when I put the centre spindle back in,
You should open it a little bit until it clicks in it. Ah. Oh, that's it.
and that's how it's done.
Perfect. Yeah.
Right, now you know, folks. If it's a bit loose, you got to crimp it with the pliers. Right, so because the idea is, see, when you pull a stack of records off,
Yeah.
you don't want that pulling out with it.
You don't, do you?
So you're supposed to pull out,
Yeah,
so you can put a small one in, but
Yeah.
the clip just see because it's the way it's cut there. You see, it's designed to pull out
It is, isn't it?
with a bit
Yeah.
of force,
Yeah.
but not with the force of lifting some records
True.
off. And that is actually as tight as it was when it was new.
Yep.
Now the other thing I wanted to talk to you about, I'll turn the camera off. We'll call this we'll call this part 2 to be continued. Right, back to the garage for a minute before I see Mike to his car. Just quickly explain what I've done. I've greased the speed mechanism. That's all greased and lubricated, and as you see, that all works nice now, because that was very harsh and very stiff. And it was very difficult to change the speeds, and all that all works now. That's all nice as it should be. And what I've done, I've used grease where you should use grease, and I've used oil where you should use oil. Not just used oil because it's convenient, or grease because it's convenient, because it's what I happen to have in my hand. And that's lovely, that now. That practically slides up on its own now. Yeah, that's right now, Mike.
Very good.
Yeah, that's right now. Look at that now.
Oh wow, that's nice. That.
That's nice action on that now.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. See, what a lot of people do with these.
Yeah.
A lot of people put grease in them.
Yeah.
I was just put a bit on this bottom here because I haven't done that bit. Just a bit down here.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a lot of people do. A lot of people oil them where they should be greased.
Yes.
You know, and what they don't realise is when the manufacturer put grease there,
Yeah.
they put grease there for a reason.
Of course they do.
You know.
To stay there.
Yeah.
And
But,
the
you know-
trouble with grease is it gets gunged up over the years.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not worried about that.
No, no.
Do you know why I'm not worried? Because by the time this gunges up, I'll be fucking 6 feet under. If it's took him 50 years to gunge up, I won't be here in 50 years. So it won't be. So I won't have to worry about it. But look how clean them springs have come. Look at that.
That's right.
They look brand new.
Don't they?
Look at them. They're shiny. You know, and yeah, that's that stuff I've got.
Like you put brand new springs on.
It looks like it, doesn't it? See, that's moved. You see.
Yeah.
That's because of that pin.
Yes.
That's that pin. It's
Yeah.
there we go. If I put it there where it should be, it stays there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to get some super glue and get that sorted. And I've even got, you know, I've not cleaned it yet.
Oh yeah.
But I'm going to clean it because obviously it's letting the side down, isn't it?
To the,
It's letting the side down now. So that goes in the middle there, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, it just pushes into the middle. Laboratory series.
Yeah.
But I've got the idler off as well. But the idlers looks a bit crap, to be honest.
Is it worn? Is it?
Well, it looks like.
Got ridges on it.
Yeah, it's got cracks and everything in it. You know, so.
Yeah.
You know.
So a new idler.
So I've got a spare somewhere.
Have you?
And the one in that other deck's a bit knackered and all.
Right.
But
very good.
I've got one. I'm just checking to make sure the toenail spring's there. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, I'll leave the cartridge clip in place.
Yes.
Until I put a new cartridge in.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put one of them cheap Crosley cartridges in.
Oh yeah.
You know, because they're cheap.
Yeah.
So, cause I'm not going out. You know, I'm not going out not expensive spared on this.
No.
And that was dead stiff when I tried it earlier.
Yeah.
But now see, you don't put grease on that. You see.
No.
You just run a bit of oil down it.
That's right. Yeah.
And that's all that needs.
Yes. Yeah.
And
put grease in it, it'll hold it from going down.
Yeah.
It'll slow it down, wouldn't it? Like.
Yeah, that's gone really nice and smooth now.
That. Yeah. Yeah, it's really good.
That's right now. That.
True.
You know, and that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah. And I can't wait for the video to go on the YouTube and they all start saying, well, you should have done this and you should have done that. And my reply will be, is it yours or mine?
Yeah.
You know, do it my way, and if you're not happy, then do it your way.
That's right, yeah, true.
You know, but yeah, this is all guns. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
I've missed a bit.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
This was nasty, you know.
Yeah.
You know, fucking hell. You couldn't play your records on this as it was.
Sure.
Well, I tried it before I burnt the radiogram. I tried this.
Yeah.
And I knew it worked.
Yeah.
That's how I know. What I could do with this,
I
could connect it to the variac.
Mm.
And bring it up on there slowly.
Yes, you could do, yeah.
And you know, just because I've got a stroboscope, and if it goes too fast,
yes, yeah.
then obviously it's overvolting.
That's right.
And I know that it's 110, but I think I don't think this deck was original to the other radiogram.
Probably not.
I think somebody put another deck in it.
Yeah, she probably.
And I think this is a 240 volt motor.
Yes, yeah, you're probably right about
but
that.
This was directly connected to the mains.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you why I know. Because it was, I'll tell you why I know.
Yeah.
Because this chock block was in that. And
that's nothing to do with German product.
No, that's an optional extra. That's an unofficial modification, that might. But basically, this was in the radiogram, and the record player motor was wired into this with the power lead.
Yeah.
I remember now, because I thought, well, who the hell's done that? So obviously,
power lead will be.
So you know,
a German connection.
Well, the power lead I've got.
The blue and the black lead. Wouldn't it?
No, it's not what it is. I'll show you when I find it. It's on here somewhere.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have a 13 amp plug on it, would it?
No. Well, it would for this country.
Oh yes.
See, but that's the lead that was on it.
Yeah.
But it'd been spliced into, you see.
Hasn't it? Yeah.
No, I've done that. That's a repair.
Yeah.
But this had been spliced into.
Yeah.
and or is this the lead off the other one? Is this the lead off this one? Is this the lead off this fucker?
I don't know.
Off this power supply. Let's have a quick look at this power supply here.
Yeah.
Because this has got a solid state rectifier.
Yeah.
Well, they both have. But this has got a modern rectifier on it I've made up.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think where the AC went in on this one. Because when I got this, the fuse was blown.
Right.
When I got this, the fuse was blown. I don't know where the fucking AC goes in. It went in somewhere. Where the fuck did the AC go in? There's your fuse.
Yeah.
That's your rectifier. Can't remember where the AC went in.
No.
But it went in somewhere. It was on a fucking...
What's all the
hang
pins
on.
at the bottom?
Yeah.
Is there a load of pins at the bottom there? Is there on the side?
No.
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 That's a capacitor.
Yeah.
That's that capacitor there.
Yeah, it's smoother.
Yeah, that's the big Siemens one.
Yeah.
I think it went in here.
I
think it went in here.
Yeah, it's multi-plug.
Yeah, it either went in here. It either went
So
in
the
here.
transformer was like portable then, wasn't it?
Yeah,
You could replace
yeah.
the transformer.
That's right. You could just replace the whole.
Yeah, as a whole.
You know,
caboodle.
as a whole package.
Mm.
Well, that's what I'm going to do. You see.
Yeah.
Because I've got me. Mullard amp project.
Yes.
I've got this screwed to the wall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this me.
Yeah.
My current limiter, that's screwed to the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, done very well with that, Andy.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, it's all looking well in here now. I better see you to your car. Otherwise, Joyce will think you've come to live here permanently. He should be putting the fucking flags out. Should be fucking having a mates round, be having a party. He's gone. Right, well, I'm going to pause this because I'm going to take him out.
You have to pay for a TV licence then, won't you?
Oh, yeah, she needs you, doesn't she? Yeah. Hey, next time you have a party, she threatens to throw you out. Say, that's fine, I'll go. Pay your own TV licence. Oh, she needs you at the moment, Mike.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's just pause this. Right, it's time to fit the motor back in now, folks. I'm happy with the way the deck actually works, but the real test will be in playing a record when I order the cartridge. But I'm happy with it, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to now refit the motor. And to do that, I need to remove the turntable and then fit the idler as well. If I can find one, if not, then I've got some. Just a question of working out where they are. Now, what I want to do, I want to show you. Let's pull it out a minute, because I want to show you the cassette. Now, this spring clip was stretched, and it was very loose fitting. Now, as you can see, now it's very tight, and because it holds the spindle in as well. You see, it goes to there and holds the spindle in. Now what I'm going to do, folks, I'm going to show you. Now don't get me wrong here. I'm not going to tell your grandmother how to suck eggs, but I'm going to show you the correct procedure for removing one of these clips. And most people dive at them with a screwdriver around here and round here and round here, and you don't. There's a little hole here. We get our pointed tool, and can you see that? The pointed tool in the little hole, and just lift the clip off, and that's all you do. And you lift them off like that, and that way you don't stretch the clip. I've seen them all. Every Garrard I've ever worked on has been like that, but when I've put them back together, they've been right, because I tighten the clip up, and they're right when I've done them. Now we want to put the motor back in, and we've got the motor grommets, which I'm saving because there's absolutely nothing wrong with them. I mean, they're actually okay, so they're going to be reused. and I need to know which way the motor is orientated so that I can get the correct. I need to know which way around it goes so that I can. Well, it ain't that way. It's that way. Yeah, the motor goes that way. So the grommets, make sure I don't get it wrong. Make sure I don't get it wrong. So I like to double check me folks. I like to make sure that it's right, because so it's the furthest one and 2 near ones. So it's the furthest one. Watch it be wrong. I've checked it twice. Watch it be wrong. Yeah, I don't know. Let's get that. Grommet up into there. There we go. See, there's absolutely nothing wrong with those grommets. They're not too slack or anything. They fit, still fit snug to where they're supposed to go. So I don't see the point of spending money on replacement grommets. I mean, if they were knackered, well, am I doing that right? If they were past it, yeah, I'm doing it right. That one and that one, it's right. See, if they were past it, then I would replace them, but they're not, so there's no point. I mean, there's not wrong with the grommets. Not loosening the holes or anything. They're still nice and tight and they're still rubbery. So there we go. Right, now we can fit that thing known as the motor, and the motor pushes in. There we go. The motor pushes in to the grommet. Washer on. Yeah. Yeah. Get in. You usually get these back on with your fingers. That one's gone on. Near enough. Right. I'll tell you what folks, this should be capable of running now for another 50 years or thereabouts. And like I said to Mike, I'm not bothered if it gets all gummed up again, because I'll either be in my coffin underground or I've gone up in a furnace. I'm not minded which one, but I certainly won't be in another 50 years to service it. So Doesn't really matter. Right. Oh. My clip just sprung off. There it is. Well, that was lucky, wasn't it, folks? Oh, that was lucky, wasn't it? Yeah. That was very lucky that. It sprung off but landed. And I was able to find it. Get in here. There you are. Gotcha. Right, that's the motor back in. Nice and smooth. Got to be cleaned. Do that when it's running. And that pin there needs to be tightened. Need to get that out, put a blob of super glue on it, push it back in, and job's a good one. Well, that's what's happened with that. But at least the pin hasn't fell out and got lost. Now, to sort out this headache of a motor wire that somebody had a bit of a basket case, this somebody had made a bit of a mess of. We've got some heat shrink. I'm using full heat shrink tubing, not bits, because I want a proper job and I want to just nip the end of that. Them two go together. They and then them two go together. So let's get my solder. First of all, let's get my heat shrink. Don't want to forget the heat shrink, do we? It means I've got to take the damn thing back off again. Right, solder. Solder. There we go. Here we go. Right, my camera's moving. My camera's moving. My tripod's turning. There we go. Let's connect this. To that, and that's correct, and that's about the middle there. So well, you saw the beginning. You saw this before I even did this, didn't you, folks? It was sellotaped together. I mean, sellotaped. There we go. That's one done. And Next one. The next one is to there. Solder this together. Right folks, we've got the motor back in. Need to sort that pin out. We've got the motor back in, I've done the wires, and this is a 240 volt motor, not a 110 volt. Or 124 volt. It's a 240 volt. So obviously this is probably not the original deck. This is probably not the original deck that was in the other one. Because I remember this was wired directly to the mains, and it shouldn't be, but it was. I remember it because it had the chop block on it. Like I was saying to Mike, who's a fellow engineer by the way. And I'll just give the motor a quick test. I mean, I've already tested it, I'll confess, I've already tested it. I've already gone through this once, but me being the sort of ill-prepared person I am, the camcorder was in standby. So if I I can just unplug the soldering iron. And I don't need the variac because I've had it running, so I can just mash it into this plug socket here. There we go. Plenty of torque. Oops. It needs a clean. I can't use the switch cleaner, I don't think. But that was nice and quiet, that motor. Spin down's good. All the automatic functions work now. Unplug that. Right. So that's definitely a 240 volt motor. I thought it was a 110 because the original one that's in it is a 110. So this will be wired to the 240 volt tap of the transformer. So that's how that's going to be done. So what I'm going to do folks, I'm going to call this, I'm going to call it serviced, I'm going to call it finished, because all I've got to do is replace the idler, and I have got some, but I haven't got it to hand, so I can't fit it. And this one, as I don't know if you see on the camera, but it's all cracked and it's just nasty, so I ain't even bothering to put it back on. But I have got some somewhere, so I'm gonna, which are in better nick. They probably need a clean, but they're in better nick than that one. And the one in the one in the Auto Slim that's in there, that's a bit naff and all. So anyway folks, I'm gonna, like I say, I'm gonna call this finished, because technically it's finished. And so there's 3 jobs left to do with this. The idler, a bit of blob of super glue on there to just tighten that bar up there, and the pickup cartridge. That's all. Just pop the spindle back in, and there we go, folks. One serviced Garrard Lab Series turntable auto changer, almost ready to be used in anger. Right, folks, I will make a final video in this series when I test the radiogram fully assembled. You won't see any more now until it's fully assembled. Oh, and I've got to clean the badge. I've got to clean that goes in the middle, the centre trim piece. I've got to clean that because that's disgusting and it lets the side down. So that's got to be done. And my 2 fibre washers and my circlip for my idler and my main spindle clip is there. And remember, folks, these are a spring clip, and that little hole there is what you use to remove them. And a lot of people don't, and these are always stretched when I get them. You know, and if they're stretched, they don't hold the spindle down, so when you lift a load of singles off, it pulls the spindle out with them. And you know, in the worst case, if it's a portable unit and you carry it, the clip could work its way off, and the turntable could work its way off and go crashing into the tone arm. So, you know, and damage the stylus, the tone arm, anything. So, you know, I'm not lecturing, I don't do that, but it is imperative that these are removed. You know, that you remove these correctly. You know, I can't stress that point enough. But everyone I've ever had, they've always been the same. I've tightened that one, that was the same, I've tightened it up so it fits snug where it needs to and holds the spindle. Anyway, and somebody outside clipping their edges. Thank you very much for watching, folks, and more to come later. Bye for now. I'm waving a hand.